everybody, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by today. Hope you're getting to play some guitar. I'm just messing around with I'm starting a new song. I thought I'd get on here and show you how I go about doing that. And I'm going to be showing you my first kind of tool in my songwriting process is using Ezdrummer 2 to set up a drum track that I can put the song to. So I'm going to be showing you that here. So first off, if you want to, you should hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. I'll tell you when I'm doing these little sessions. I got a cool one coming up. I'm going to be doing my Atom monitors. I'm going to be using the new Arc 3 from IK Multimedia. It's a room correction software, and I'm going to be messing around with it in my little tiny room here, so we'll see how much that can help. I've seen some cool videos with it. I think it'll be fun to mess with, so hit the subscribe little bell and it'll let you know when I'm going to do that. So let's I'll show you if you want to just jump into the screen here with me. You can see right now I have so I always have my template in here to get started really fast. I got a couple guitars, left, right, a lead guitar, I got a vocal, and then I got my Ezdrummer set up in here. And usually what I do is I use a voice memo in my phone to capture song ideas. Usually when I'm driving in the car, I'll be driving along and melodies will start coming in my head and maybe some lyrics, and I'll start humming and singing or whatever in the car. And whenever I get to where I'm going, I pull out my phone, I open up voice memo, and I'll just hum into the phone or sing into the phone. And I got a whole bunch of those in my phone, a lot of them. And then in the evening when I'm sitting around, the kids might be playing and getting ready for bed, then I'll start to listen to them and figure out which song I want to start trying to create out of those ideas. So when I come in here and come to sit down, I've already got a melody or some kind of riff or something to get me started. Versus if I come in here and just sit down and try to start coming up with stuff, a lot of times I'll just play guitar for an hour and not get anything done. So coming in with the melody really helps me get rolling real fast. So if we look back at the Ezdrummer, you know, what I do is there's three different kind of Ezdrummer things. I have this modern and vintage. These came with Ezdrummer, and there's a bunch of kits with those. And then I bought this big rock drums because it comes with a bunch of really cool kits, Gretsch kits, Ludwig kits, all kinds of different stuff. So I like using, right now I'm using this Gretsch kit here, and you can hear that. And usually what I'll do first, once I have the kit in there that I want to mess with, to start a song, I usually try to get a guitar track down first, just kind of what the riff is or the chords. And once I have that, then I come down and I try to figure out, you know, what the BPM, the beats per minute. I try to get the tempo down. So in this one, I'm, you know, at 60 here in my Cubase. Then I set it up for 60 here, and I have it follow host. So this will follow what's happening in the DAW. So once I hit that, it'll keep rolling with that. Later on you'll want to turn that off. I'll show you that later. But so we're at 60 is the tempo, and then once I have that, then sometimes I go in this tap defined. Let's just kill that. So this is at 60 beats per minute, and then I can go in here if I have like a drum ID. I can go like. Or something like that, and it'll quantize the note. It'll make the notes more in line so they're not messed up. And then I can hit show results, and it'll bring up things that match. Sometimes I do it that way. Sometimes I just go into browser and I'll kind of pick out things that I like in here. Right? Sometimes I do it that way, but a lot of times I like doing this. And then once I find something, you know, I can preview stuff in here. So that's the verse I like. That's cool. So then if I find something, then I hit this little song creator here, and this opens this screen up. and I'll take this and I'll drop it down into here, and it'll populate and make all these intros, verses, pre-choruses, choruses, bridges, fills, and endings. So it makes all these parts, so then I can go through and be like, do I like this verse? Or maybe something a little more complex going on, some other hits. And then once I figured out what I like, then I'll just pull it and I can drag it down here and I can start laying out my drum track for the song. So for this one, I pulled an intro in, just something to kind of kick me off into the chords. I found a verse I liked, I added that in. I found another verse I liked and added that in. Then I added a chorus. And then I'll just keep adding these pieces all the way in. And then I'll hit the loop button. See that loop button there? That makes this loop. And then I'll just start playing over and over with it. And I'll just kind of keep jamming along to it till I start finding the kind of pieces that I want, the chords or the riffs. And then I'll lay all that down into the track here. And I'll try to get like a solid, once I have the drum set out, I try to get the guitar and the chords all set on one track. And I try to keep it just to one guitar at first, because I find that if I add another guitar and then I want to add a solo in and then I add my vocals, and if you start adding pieces before you really have the drum and that one scratch guitar track, then I end up going back and having to delete stuff. And I really try to get the drum track and the guitar track as one all the way through the song, and then I'll start adding other pieces in. And that seems to get it so where I can create the demo all the way through and I get them done. So that's basically how I go about starting a song. Pretty simple way to do it. And I've been getting songs done really fast this way, which I like. I was reading on Ezdrummer has a thing on Facebook, and guys get on there and talk about songs that they're working on. And I saw one guy's like, hey, when you start a song, you don't think it's any good, should you finish it or do you just chuck it? Or, my feeling is for me, my rule is I try to finish every song that I start in here, because it's more about me just kind of getting the process of how I'm writing the song and how I'm, using all this tech in here. But it's more about the process. And, I just try to complete every song. I might not mix every song, but I'm gonna try to get through everyone, record every song all the way through. I was watching something that was with Stephen King the other day, was talking about how he writes books, and for him, like, once he gets done writing a book, he's done with it. He's really more interested in the process and creating the characters and falling in love with the characters. He finishes his book, he's like, I'm done. I want to get on to the next thing. And I think that's important to think about, is just, honing your skills as a guitar player, recording, and a lyricist, writing lyrics. It's important to kind of just keep honing that. And this Ezdrummer's been beyond incredible for me to just kind of keep rolling with the songs, keep creating, and not getting stuck, which is, it's a bummer getting stuck. It's not fun. So I definitely check it out, Ezdrummer, if you need some help with your songwriting. It's a great tool to get you just rolling through your songs. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to keep working on this, and then we'll just kind of keep adding pieces of this as we go. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and the little bell will tell you when the next one is, so then you can see how I got all the drums laid out and my guitar scratch track. And then we'll just kind of keep adding on to this, and we'll finish this song, and you can see just how how my songwriting process goes. So I'm going to get back to it here. I hope you get to play some guitar today, and here we go.